What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Chris's Swtor Weekly. We're going to start off today with patch 1.1.2 and the oh crap what's this shit problems it came with. I, like most level 50 PvPers, started Tuesday out by grabbing my PvP quest and heading to Ilum to start the camp fest. But what's this? No valor? No credit for my kills for my quests? You gotta be kidding me. This is pretty game breaking for an already broken PvP system in Ilum. I really hope BioWare is learning they need to find a better way to polish up these patches before they release them to live. Right now, this is a new game. People are looking for excuses everywhere to go back to their old games that are more polished and more comfortable to them. I hope the BioWare learns that giving these people reasons to freak out is not going to help their game. Let's fix the bugs, not add to them. Now 1.1.2a came out 2 days later to fix the problem, but BioWare really needs to be careful from now on. Don't release live bugs that are going to cause people to rage quit. I'm very patient, and I already love the game, but not everybody's like me. Next, let's talk about the global cooldown changes. A lot of people hate these changes for too many reasons to list here. So BioWare put up a poll asking people what they thought. It wasn't up for very long before they took it down, with over 50% of people saying they hate it. I can't help but think if they put these types of polls in the test realm forums before they release things to live, they'll save themselves a lot of time. But as it stands now, they're working on the option to let people keep the changes they like and get rid of the rest. And I hope that's the way they continue with UI changes in the future. I'm not really sure when this change is going to go live, but it looks like they're aiming for 1.1.4. Now let's move on to the news that EA's stock is taking a hit, and how this is going to affect Swtor. I've mentioned before that there's a lot of trolls out there looking for any reason to say that this game is failing. Whether they feel Swtor threatens their game of choice, or they feel that Swtor has cheated them or failed them in some way. The fact is, there's haters out there. So I'm not surprised to see that some of these haters have grabbed onto the EA stock drop as a sign that Swtor is failing. I think this is pretty desperate and shows a lack of intelligence. Stock goes up, stock goes down, for all kinds of different reasons, and there's no way you can pin it on a single game. EA's had these type of drops before, without Swtor. They've also had ups before, without Swtor. Let the haters hold on to whatever makes them feel better. But in my opinion, the ups and downs of stocks in this economy for such a large company have little to do with the success or failure of one game, even one as large as Swtor. Now on to the up and coming patch notes. Like always, these are subject to change before they go live. Not much to talk about really, other than the Surge nerfs coming up. Surge will now be reaching diminishing returns the same as other damage ratings, and its per point damage contribution will be lowered by 10%. There's already a lot of opinions on this, but I'm going to wait for it to go live and see how it affects the game before I give my opinion in the show. Other than that, the only real highlight is finally the PvP Warzone no-win bug is fixed. I think this took way too long. PvP is an important part of this game, and I know a lot of people that just stop PvPing because of it. Nothing's more frustrating than losing all day, finally getting a win, and it not even counting towards your quest. So I'm glad they fixed it. I just hope they prioritize these type of bug fixes better from now on. Now we'll be going over some of the Q&A answers we got from the developers today. I do encourage you to go read this for yourself, because I'll only be going over the stuff I find most revealing. First off, let me just say that I'm really happy that they're doing this for us. But I did find that most of the questions that were chosen seemed to be a little bit mild and safe. There were a lot of good questions asked, so I was kind of hoping they'd get a little bit more to the root of the issues. But this is better than nothing. First off, the legacy system changes going into 1.2 for alt making seem pretty cool. Add a new species for classes and factions that didn't have them before. For me, there's been a lot to do on my main, so I've kind of waited for changes like this to happen before I start alting. They did reveal that the new Warzone in 1.2 will have same faction versus faction. This should really help relieve some of the hutball burnout. They have also revealed that they will be releasing cross-server queuing, and with that will come the ability to choose what Warzone we want to queue for. I understand why they want to do this, but I am worried about it affecting the server community, which is already weaker than it should be. With 1.2, the preseason for the Warzone ranking system will also go live. This will somehow affect the way matchmaking works for Warzones. I love this news and I can't wait to see how that plays out. Some more great news is that dual spec is coming soon. I think out of everything, this makes me the happiest to hear. It's been hard to do without, either having to sacrifice PvP or PvE in some way. So I'm very excited for that. Some of the questions I really hope to see answered were on add-ons and macros. Next week I want to have a pros and cons list for Swtor adding macros and add-ons. So if you guys can help me out and post some pros and cons on add-ons in the comments of this video, I would really appreciate it. That's all for now. See you guys next week. Good luck and have fun.